When thou dost rack thy brains to take root within the bustling city, the maiden, contrariwise, walketh another path. She returneth unto her homeland of verdant hills and limpid waters, therein establishing her own manor. She liveth unfettered and at ease, a life free and unrestrained. Within the manor she hath raised a garden of vegetables, no longer fearing that the fare she eateth be unclean. The water buffalo, savoring food with delight, shall in days to come bring forth great profit. Verily, this is a business of fivefold gain, an investment that endureth long. The chickens nourished on grains of every kind, in future shall also fetch a worthy price. While their raising addeth merriment unto the manor, their worth in silver may likewise not be slighted. The plump ducks not only yield eggs, but once sold become wares much sought after, and the little swine fed beneath the slopes serve also to secure the morrows of her life. Perchance there be those who say, to seek profit by raising beasts for household use. That is matter for the future. But what if each day requireth coin to spend? This need cause no fear. For the woman, diligent, wise, and deft of hand, yesterday plucked leaves to sell, the day before caught fish for market, and the day prior hunted to bring home. In the vast countryside aboundeth manifold resources, all may be turned to coin. Thus hath she gathered a modest sum, and so continueth to expand, fashioning her manor with her own hand. Such tranquil pastoral life. Dost thou fancy it? Men oft say ideals are fair, yet reality is harsh. To endure well in the countryside, without toil most bitter, and a mind apt in earning, 'tis truly hard to achieve. Yet the mistress of the manor, Meng Dao, after long years of trial and tempering, in the countryside where others grew weary, she thriveth in vigor and delight. Thus, with but for kinds of livestock, how doth Meng Dao earn coin each day? Meng Dao, bearing her light bamboo basket, walketh along the mountain path of green waters and azure hills. The fair sceneries of nature do ease the heart and gladden the spirit. This day she is to gather a great many passion fruits. Ere they appear in the market, she seeketh to earn a fair sum. Those passion fruits planted amidst lofty mountains, far removed from the taint of industry's smoke, shine with orange hue and taste most fine. Yet the farmer who once planted them is plagued with many ailments, and hath no heart to tend the orchard. Just so Meng Dao hath time in plenty, and also great experience in trade. Thus she gathereth and selleth the passion fruits, giving the farmer fair recompense. As she walketh in the orchard, Meng Dao glanceth left and right, plucking passion fruits the while. She beholdeth their quality, and thinketh in her heart, truly they are fine. It seemeth this journey shall not be in vain. Setting down her basket, she entereth into the fair moment of selecting passion fruits. To choose them aright, there be methods and skill. First, mark the color. Certain kinds turn from green unto deep, purple or crimson red. Others ripen into golden orange. Next, feel by hand, ripe fruits yield softly, and press reveals slight spring. Then observe the shape, choose round and plump ones, with skin but lightly wrinkled. Avoid the deformed, sunken or blemished. When passion fruit is ripe, its fragrance of sweet and sour beareth forth clearly. The richer the scent, the finer the taste. Thus the passion fruits Meng Dao chooseth are all she deemeth most ideal. For the aim of her stall is not but to sell the passion fruits. If she choose those of lesser quality, 'twere truly most unprofitable. The trellises built by the farmer rise not high, and the vines of passion fruit spread fair upon them. Clusters of fruits, dazzling to behold, are easy to pluck when harvest cometh. Meng Dao moved swiftly through the orchard, placing each passion fruit into her basket. The name passion fruit soundeth wondrously sweet, sprung from its unique savor, both sour and fair. Its taste, both sour and sweet, blendeth together the special savor of many fruits, as of pineapple, mango, and lemon too, even so. Thus had passion fruit gained its renown. Its worth in nourishment is exceeding rich, containing great store of vitamin C. Far beyond that of grapes or apples, it holdeth also vitamin A, which bringeth benefit unto man's health. It is rich too in dietary fiber, that promoteth movement of the bowels, and aideth digestion. Within passion fruit abound minerals, potassium, magnesium, and iron. Potassium helpeth to balance the humors of the body, and is of great boon to the heart. It containeth to flavonoids, polyphenols, and other such antioxidants, that cleanse the body of free radicals, and delay the aging of cells. Beholding the wealth of nutrition passion fruit containeth, and comparing it with many other fruits, its worth in nourishment is more abundant, which too is one cause why it is beloved of the people. Yet, of course, the tastes of men differ. Some are fond of it, some disdain it. After near 1 or 2 hours of harvest, Meng Yao, her heart well pleased, beareth the passion fruits. She walketh toward the nearby market. The basket once light upon her shoulder, now laden with 2 sacks of passion fruit, weigheth heavy though it be. Yet this heaviness is but the sign of harvest. Along the old path she treadeth slow and steady. The heavy fruit presseth sore upon her shoulder. But unto a maiden so diligent and deft, 'tis but a small mirror of her daily life. Though she toil with the strength of her body, it shall not be long ere she gaineth sheets of silver. Hardship of labor, joy of harvest, bitter and sweet alike. In sooth, we who bustle through life, are we not the same? This day is market day, when traders bring forth wares of every kind. The open market all about was thronged with folk. Most there sold but meats and common grains, yet none, like Meng Yao, did trade in passion fruit. Meng Yao had but just set forth her wares. Straightway many gathered round, eager to behold and purchase. It seemeth sole trade is ever well favored. This, indeed, is no wonder, for each time Meng Yao spread her stall, she would choose wares rare and uncommon. Thus had she no fear of rival merchants, and selling proved the easier. Meng Yao deftly weighed the fruit for her customers, those passion fruits but freshly chosen. Her hands swiftly wrapped the parcels, whilst her clear voice ever rang forth. With warmth she spake to those gathered round about. The skin of passion fruit is smooth to the touch, heavy with juice brimming full within, sour and sweet in balance, the flavor most worthy. When coin was given, she swiftly tallied, if a patron would fain ask a lesser price. She ever met them with a smile. In but few words, she kept her ground, yet left the other content. The whole course flowed like drifting clouds and running water. Her responses were ever apt. One glance and 'twas plain to see. She was a seasoned hand, hardened by years at the stall. An old dame, selling greens nearby, narrowed her eyes, beholding Meng Yao labor in fiery bustle. The corners of her lips bore a smile of envy. The butcher next door would at times lift his gaze, and seeing the endless stream before Meng Yao's stall, could not help but nod in secret. In truth, this trade of stalls, not only must the wares bear mark of distinction, but more it trieth a person's art. Though speech be glib, if lacking in sincerity, it scarce can keep the patrons long. Yet if one's nature be honest and steadfast, and visage carry both grace and sweetness, in time fair repute is gathered, then shall the trade prosper more than others. In this life of daily toil at the stall, Meng Yao hath not only garnered skill in selling, but by diligence and earnest ways, she won goodwill. Moreover, she was ever quick to vend rare and novel fruits and greens, and ne'er did she follow the crowd to sell dull, common things. Even though the strife of trade grow fierce, she feareth not. Thus it came to pass, her business shone more splendid than others, and for this very cause, Meng Yao, in this rustic life filled with smoke and fire, by selling but fruits and greens of shillin', could live her little days in brightness and hue. With steady hands she earned her coin, Beside Ming Yao's stall stood a matron, busily choosing passion fruits with deft hands. Her gaze held not but fervent focus, as though she had not tasted passion fruit in years. She seemed to wish that all the fullest and fairest fruits might fall into her pouch. Encountering such a patron, Ming Yao's brows naturally arched in joy. With warmth, she weighed them for the good wife, a sack heavy in the hand. No sooner had she taken the coin and drawn breath to speak, than heaven's face did suddenly change. Rain began to fall from the sky. Alas, no umbrella, how ill-starred, she thought. Such musings stirred in Ming Yao's heart. This sultry weather, it turneth face in but an instant, heedless of man's will. The old dame who sold greens nearby had shown foresight. She had raised her great umbrella ere long. Thus she guarded her stall full steadily. Meng Yao, being hale of body, gave little thought to it. Forsooth, the rain was not heavy. She seized a plastic sack at hand and held it above her crown, taking it for a shield against rain. Thus she managed well enough. When the rain fell, the once crowded street grew suddenly in disarray. Passers-by hastened each to find cover. Yet at that very moment, a maiden fond of passion fruit espied the glistening fruits upon Ming Yao's stall. Though rain drenched her, still she could not pass by. She straightway bought to gin with eager hands. Ming Yao, seeing this, was gladdened. She had no leisure to care if the plastic sack above her head sheltered her well or no. With swift hands she hastened to serve. Whilst she weighed the fruit for her guest, she spake yet again of its virtues. When the two patrons who bought passion fruit had departed, but a little of Meng Yao's fruit yet remained. Still she abode steadfast in the rain. The bitterness and hardship of life none but she herself did know. Like unto many common folk, she endured in silence for the sake of livelihood. In sooth, the best state of heart is to look not unto others for hope, nor waste in envy of any. Despise not others, mock not others, lean not upon others, labor quietly, and live the life thine own heart desireth. Such is the fairest lot of man. Now Ming Yao hath attained thereto. Though toil and weariness beset her, yet she reaped no little fruit of labor. When the last of the passion fruit was sold, Ming Yao, content of heart, turned her steps homeward. She returned with joy of harvest filling her bosom. Her spirit was greatly uplifted. First of all, she must needs feed the household beasts, for they too were famished. The native hens within the co-op pecked tirelessly at the feed she gave. Their hunger was plain to see. Verily, they had been long unfed. In the duck pen, the little ducks, beholding their mistress come, hastened one over another, crying for food, and beneath the yard the piglets. These were Ming Yao's treasures, for each, when grown, would fetch no small sum. Thus their feeding must never be slighted. After a night of good rest, Ming Yao began anew her labors. Life within the manor was busy and toilsome, yet once grown accustomed, it seemed but natural. To feed the cattle required naught but grass. That alone sufficed. The feeding of the ducks was simpler still. She cut down stalks of banana tree and gave it as fodder. The ducks ate with relish. Though the manor had long since been built, some stretches of the road to the gate were yet unfinished. But with the stall's earnings daily increasing, Meng Yao hath already gathered sufficient silver to pave the road smooth and straight. As a resolute maiden of strength, Meng Yao, be it bricklaying or house raising, all arts she doth master. To spread cement upon the path, to her but a trifling matter of child's play. Oft is it said, a woman sustaineth half the sky. Yet behold Ming Yao's labor, far beyond but half the heavens. Industrious women are many to be seen, but few indeed can raise walls and build dwellings. With skill she setteth mortar and cement, filling the hollow trenches dug afore. At hand she taketh the piled bricks nearby, and placeth them firm upon the mortar. Thereafter she joineth with another brick. Whilst with brick knife she guieth and adjusteth aright. She striketh and scrapes the cement mixture within the hall of work. Her movements deft, without haste, in no wise lesser than master masons of craft. This labor was in sooth a man's toil. Yet under Ming Yao's busy hand, on both sides the walls did rise. From afar gazed upon, the works did proper and seemly. Should there come a day, when others to desire such pastoral life, to fashion their own manor with their own hands, they must of needs possess true skill and craft. Thereafter she layeth mortar betwixt the bricks, spreading it in the midst with care. For when rain descendeth, this road turneth ever to mire. Whether carriage or foot, none findeth ease. Once cement is laid upon, the manor shall be more complete, and dwelling therein more at ease. Ming Yao's manor, 'twas not built in a single day, but daily she gathered coin, little by little, and bought the needed materials, step by step, footprint by footprint. Thus hath she reached today's glory. Such indomitable spirit of striving hath deeply stirred the hearts of many, for many upon life's road ever wish to ascend the heavens in a single step, or to reap reward without labor. Yet harsh life telleth us ever thus. Without toil and earnest striving, how could we ever gain the fruits we desire?
Xin chào mọi người, hôm nay lại đến với lại cô gái Mệnh Dao. Hôm nay cô gái này đi hái chanh leo mọi người ạ. Cô gái này là một cô gái đa tài. Cô này rất giỏi về buôn bán và kinh doanh đấy. Khi hái đủ cái lượng chanh leo nhất định rồi cô ấy mang ra chợ để bán. Có rất nhiều những người khách người ta ấy mua của cô đấy, vì cái giống chanh leo này rất là chất lượng, ngọt và ngon và thơm. Thì sau khi cô đấy đã bán hết thì cô đấy lại trở về nhà, thì cô cho gà ăn, cho trâu ăn và chăn nuôi thêm những con gia súc, những đàn gà. Và cô này rất giỏi về xây dựng, mọi người, xây dựng rất là đẹp, sạch. Đấy, cô ấy xây dựng một cái hàng rào và một cái đoạn đường từ cổng vào trong nhà rất là đẹp. Thì cô gái này là đúng là một cô gái nông dân chất phác, cái gì cũng biết làm, rất là giỏi. Mong mọi người theo dõi video để cho mình một lượt thích và một lượt đăng ký kênh để mình tiếp tục ra những cái video hay tiếp theo. Xin chào mọi người ạ.